Easy, man. All right, all right. Well, we got Arlene's back. She's
And Arlene's front.
yeah, yeah, both.
Oh my word!
Just don't drop the phone between your legs, Arlene.
You guys are too much.
We're recording now, right? Get to business.
Yes, yes.
Right? Seriously.
We are recording. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tuesday Zoom Boom call. Today, I wanted to talk about April. What's going on with April? Well, as you know, any new directors in April will get a minimum $500. That's crazy. That's great. All right. If you enrolled for $1 last month, you can enroll for $1, or you can enroll. Anybody you enroll this month is also $1. Okay. If you didn't enroll, if you're an older guy like myself or Arlene or anybody else that's been before that, then everybody else is just $19 to come in.
For the record, Arlene is not an old guy. I just wanted to clear that up.
Look, Arlene's frozen, I think. She's looking serious. So serious.
She is looking serious.
Right? She's like.
That's the mom face.
Well, you just called her a guy. Well, she's going to be serious.
I'm back.
She is back.
Trying to get more team members on.
There you go. I see.
I can hear you.
I got you. So that's the really important thing for the month. I am on a personal mission based on what happened to me this week. I don't like that feeling anymore. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and blow this business out of the water, like nobody's ever seen in any other. Look at her, Lee. She's frozen. She's got like a bad eye or something. Look at her.
Wow. That should not be her profile pic.
That should not. I'm good. All right. So my personal goal then for 2017, guys, is I know it might sound crazy, but it's going to be 500 customers. So I'm looking for 500 customers this year. That's not coming from you guys. That's me personally. So you need to figure out what you can do. But based on what's wrong, Jenny? What happened? Jenny got attacked by what was it? A peach?
There was a bug on my blanket.
Who's 561? Hello, welcome to the call. Who's 561?
Hey,
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne. Hold on a second. Let me rename your name here so I know who's there.
But scare me.
All right, Cheyenne, and who else is on?
Karen Beatty, Cheyenne's mom.
What?
Woohoo!
Hi, Mama.
Woohoo! Hi.
Thank you for coming. So anyway, the only thing you guys missed is I was talking about the April deal. Remember that April is a great month because it not only is spring, but it's springing into the new year really well. It's nice to spring into the new year with a $500 check. Anybody that hits director is going to get $500. Guys, for me it's just step one, right? You just got to hit step one. So you hit step one this month, you're gonna get $500 regardless of what you got going on. That's minimal 8 people. I suggest you choose you follow the program and do the 10 people because stuff happens. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, some of you guys believed in it last month, and you followed the system, and you saw 6, 7, 8 people by the end of the month, and you got a late start. So there's no reason why this month you can't duplicate that. Just move on from that perspective. If you already hit director, if you focus on 8 or 9, 10 people again this month, you're looking easily at director 3. Because I'm sure that one of those 20 people is going to want to get their stuff for free, right? And if all they got to do is duplicate exactly what you did, which is just say, hey, be my customer. Really simple. The funniest thing that's happening with me recently is that I actually have people calling me now and asking me about this the Maluka stuff. Right. And the funniest thing is that I never talk about Maluka on social media. You never see the name Maluka come out of me ever, right? So I got people that actually, I don't know how they're doing it, but they're Googling stuff and they're saying, hey, is that Melaleuca you're with? Now, can you tell me more about it? And I'm like, well, how'd you know I was with them? Because did I make a mistake and slip somewhere? Did I post a picture that maybe had the name underneath or something? But people are just Googling the products. When I talk about the products, they're Googling the stuff that I say, and guess what? Melaleuca's coming up, right? So, which is really interesting because that just goes to show you that if you do what these other companies do, which is actually, regurgitate their product line, people are going to Google you easily on that, right? I'm not even talking about the company, and they're still Googling me, So, and it's to a point which actually costing me some people as well. I got one of my close friends, somebody that I have been in business in one of the other companies. They decided to join Melaleuca, and by the way, they hit Director 3 last month, which is really awesome. But they didn't do it with me. They did it. He joined under his mom.
I remember that.
So it was really funny. But anyway, I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want him on my team if his mom was working the company. Is what I told him. I said, hey, listen, if your mom's working the company, just go ahead and sign up under your mom. If she's not working it, then definitely my team is available to you. But she was kind of lollygagging with it, and when he came on, then she got serious about it. So that's nice for her because she must have gotten a bonus as well, from that. So I'm really happy. The thing I'm happy the most about is that I got a good friend of mine that now is making some money. Dusty, what's going on?
What's Jenny eating?
A banana?
And she's not sharing with anybody. What's up with that?
I know.
Starving. I just got back from the gym. Starving.
Oh, if you don't bring it up for everybody, don't be eating it in front of us.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, Sock. Don't let people do that to us.
What?
Fine. Okay. I got a freaking piece of bacon.
Oh,
Bacon.
no, that's not fair.
Look, you got a Pennsylvania woman over here. She's eating bacon.
Num.
Okay, so what else? If you came in January, if you became a customer in January, you have till June 30th to make senior director. If you make senior director by then, the company's going to go ahead and Hi, how you doing? All right, so if you hit senior director by the time June 30th or 31st rolls over here, you will the company will send you out, give you an additional $10,000 check. So that's pretty nice for after January. So that's a nice little bonus there to have. If you're thinking to yourself, well, what does that mean to you? That just means that you have 5 directors and a total of I think it's 70,000 points. And that's not really. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not really that much. Okay, so just to put in perspective, the company that I was with in the past, you would have had to hit that. You would have had to hit that for some of the lower ranks. This one's giving it for senior, which is pretty easy to do. If you follow the system, if you teach the seven principles, if you're teaching the 3 steps, which is hit direct, step 1, step 2, step 3, 10, 15, 20. If you keep doing that, duplicating it month to month, you shouldn't have a problem hitting that. I think the Shumways are way on target for that. Which would be nice, right? What a nice little.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It also means that I somehow got to get them to Hawaii.
I have my list.
So,
my list of stuff.
So anybody that hits senior by that time is gonna be going to Hawaii with me. So just throw that out there.
My question for you there, Sock. If you're wearing a dress in Florida, you can wear a bikini in Hawaii.
No, I'm wearing a Hawaiian hakama.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
That's right. And I'm going to do the little Hawaiian dance for you guys while I'm there.
Oh dear.
That's right. I guess it's called the hookah. Hookah. Haka. There it is. There you go. I'll be doing the haka for you. Gotta practice it.
Well, just be careful when you get laid.
Hey. As long as it's organic, I'm good.
Okay.
As long as it's organic, I'm good. So wow, look at that beautiful
Can
little
we
girl you
mute
got there.
everybody?
Huh?
Can we mute everybody, please?
Yes, ma'am.
We need to get to the point with this because we got some good things to share.
Okay, hold on a
And there's
second.
a lot of people on this call that need to learn this.
All right, let me see. I'm looking at everything here. I'm looking at my thing here. Let's see, chat. Wait, that's not it. Participants. Mute all. All right, except for Arlene, I'm gonna unmute you. Okay, so Arlene, can you hear me?
I can, but
Okay,
I'm dealing now with Natalie getting perfume in Kylie's eyes. So you take it away for now.
okay, all right. So I'm muting you back again. Okay, so you're muted. You know how to unmute yourself. All right, guys. So again, just wanted to hit this again. I said it 3 times. This is gonna be my 3rd time saying it. So April incentives. So the April incentives are pretty simple. $500, you hit the director. I don't think that that's a difficult thing to do. If you're talking to 3 people a day, just 3 people for the rest of the month, I'm sure you'll exceed that. You might hit 20 people. They would become customers with you. If you came in, like I said, if you came in at the $1 deal, that's only $1 for these people to join for the year. If you missed that $1 deal, it's $19. That's 1/3 of what they would pay for Costco, and they're not being forced to buy masses of things that half of it goes to waste. I mean, I just threw away some bread that I had at Costco because I just can't eat that much stuff, right? I mean, it's just ridiculous. So remember that. Keep that in mind. The seniors, $10,000. I think that's a great incentive to have. Again, if you're new in the company and you get 10 people, all right, if you hit step 1 of the system, I will pay your convention ticket. Okay, so that's $99. So I will give you that and pay for that because that's your first 60 days to buy that convention, or 30 days to buy that convention ticket. I will buy that ticket for you so you can make it to convention. In fact, anybody who hits $10, I'll donate $100 to your convention ticket. Okay, so you get 10 customers, Dusty. Then it's not going to be $250 anymore. It'll be $150 for you to get to convention. All right. If you get 20 people, I'll double it. I'll give you $200. All right. So you and your wife can go then. It'll makes it easier since you live there already. But anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. That's on me doing it for you guys. Arlene, again, I just want to congratulate her. Arlene, last month we were at a regional convention here in Orlando, and there was a document which she filled out. And the document, let's see if I can find it here to show you guys. The document read a couple of really cool things. Let's see. It said a lot of, no, that's not it. It said that she was going to commit to some stuff. All right, so here it is right here. Now I'm going to see if you guys can. Here you go, right? So this is what, Dusty, you're on my thing here. Okay. All right, so this is what she committed to. She committed to 6 people. 6 people, right? 2 in March and 4 in April. Guess what? She crushed that in March. She did. She crushed it in March. She got all 6 people in March. Okay. Oh wait, is this Christine? Is this Christine's or is this Arlene's? What's her name? Well, we all did the same thing. So anyway, regardless of what's going on here, is that we held each other accountable. We're moving forward with this stuff here. Christine and Arlene crushed it in March. The steps that we have to do here for us to actually get recognition for this is we have to submit this form. We have to commit to this 20-week program. We have to have an accountability partner. We have to post the results of this whole thing on Facebook. We have to have the 6 preferred customers by the end of April, and we've got and then we get a value pack, right? So which is pretty cool. And we have to be on the call, which it doesn't, I guess they'll post it on Facebook when the call is, but we have to be on the call to be able to talk about it when we do it. So really cool. This company really is an amazing company. It consistently is always giving perks, patting people on the back. I have yet to be in a company. I mean, heck, even the Marine Corps, right? Didn't treat people like Melaleuca treats its partners. And I mean, our small group is just killing it, and I can't tell you how proud I am of all you guys. Brandy is coming around. I mean, Jenny, you're a killer. Martha, I mean, seriously, Martha, I mean, you're just amazing individual. Cheyenne is a powerhouse. She's committed to really seeing some things happen in her life. She's committed to being 100% the cause and effect of being successful. And now, she's got mom involved, right? So now she's like, that's her accountability partner. How much awesome is to have your mom as an accountability partner, right? Somebody that you can sit and turn around and be like, mom would be like, hey, did you do this? Because, it's your mom, right? She's like, Mom, I'm doing it, right? Or maybe it's the opposite way in that household. Maybe Cheyenne's keeping the mom in check. We don't know. We'll see. The bosses, the judge is out on that one, but we'll figure it out. And then, you got people like the Shumways, right? Where, we all know that it's all Jessica that's doing the work, because, Chris is busy doing blogging stuff probably, and like playing PlayStation or Xbox or something. Okay, shh, don't say nothing. Okay, but anyway, she's killing it. And when I met this woman 3 months ago now, right? When I met you 3 months ago, she was quiet and she was shy, and she's like a ninja now. She's like a marketing ninja. She's like, and she's so overzealous about stuff. The other day she posted something on Facebook. She had cut it and pasted from somebody else. Right? That goes against everything I ever taught you guys. Right? And I wrote it, and I'm like, hey, you may not want to ever do that again. But it's cool because she never did, and then she ran with it, man, and now she posts stuff all the time, and she really gets interaction from people, which is really crazy because she's stimulating thought that isn't necessarily thought around Melaleuca, right? It's just thought for communication, for the ability to network with people, right? Because this is just about talking to somebody. Folks, I can't tell you how important it is for you guys to just be able to talk to somebody and get the opportunity to say, for them to say, hey, so what is it you're doing? Oh my gosh, the moment they say, what is it that you're doing? They're done. It's a done deal. Because what is it that you do? I say, oh, I'm a mom, or I could do this. I work for this lawyer, or I'm a nurse, or something like that. But what I really am doing is, I'm doing this thing part-time. That's it's just amazing. I said, in fact, you know what? How would you like to be my customer? And then you shut up. That's the most important part. The most important part is, how would you like to be my customer? That 15 seconds seems like an hour. 15 seconds of silence is going to seem like an hour to you because your heart's pounding. You want them to be like, yes, I want to be your customer so badly, right? But it doesn't happen. It seems like it's forever, for them to say, well, tell me more about it, because that's what they typically say. Well, tell me more about it, or what is it, or what exactly is it, or whatever it is that they're going to say to you. It takes forever to say for that to happen. So what I do, the moment they say what is it, I say, I'm like, well, look, listen, you got a couple seconds, you got a couple minutes, and yeah, sure, what is it? Let me get one of my partners on the phone. She reminds me of you a lot. Okay, she just started with the company a few months ago, and I think her story will resonate better than me just telling you about it. Oh yeah, put it on the phone. Boom, I get Arlene on the phone. Right? Or I set up something with Jessica or one of you guys. Once you guys feel more comfortable with what you're saying and doing, then I'll be able to call you guys the way you can call me. If you're not calling me, Jessica or Arlene, that's not part of the system, right? The system specifically says run through the audio, but my preference is that you get them on the phone with me, right? Or Arlene or Jessica, right? It's my preference. That's what I prefer you guys to do. Okay. Let's see. I've got Karen. I got another 5, 6. Well, some people dropped off of here, so I don't know. But anyway, okay. So having said that, I don't want to take up too much time here. I wanted to talk about specifically. Well, you know, I'm unmuting you, Jessica.
Okay.
So what do we want to talk about specifically?
We were just kind of talking about those awkward moments, I guess, with conversations. So, you know, how do you not feel so awkward saying things? And I guess really it just comes down to practicing.
It does.
Yeah.
But give us an example of an awkward moment.
I was actually kind of caught off guard today at work. And then I like stumbled through it and I was like, oh man, that was terrible. But I did, you know, I'm talking to the nurse a little bit later. But yeah, I know Jenny was asking about, you know, different ways to start conversations. And so I don't know if you want to unmute.
All right. Yeah. Jen, you unmute it. I'm muting you back. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Jen. Tell me what, give me an example. I'll set it up and I'll do it with you real quick.
Just how to work it into my conversation.
Hey, Jen, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
Oh man. You know, I'm just like, whew. I'm overwhelmed, you know, but at the same time, just so excited. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. What are you excited about?
Oh, well, you know, I'm still doing the other thing, you know, and, but I'm kind of doing this thing part-time. You know, this company's kind of, expanding in this area and it's totally part-time, but, you know, I'm really excited about it. It's just really, really amazing thing. And, hey, in fact, I think you'd make a great customer.
Just cleaning at the color thing.
You know?
Yeah. What are you selling?
that moment, that takes forever for that. Don't say nothing. Don't say a thing. Just hush. Okay? Because they're going to say, what are you selling? It's like, well, I'm not selling anything, you know, and because you're not. I'm not selling anything. All I'm doing is referring people. All right. So I said, no, I'm not selling anything. All I'm doing is referring people. You got a minute?
I do.
Okay, you do. Okay, great. So if she tells me I got a minute, I may either run it through the audio if I've got it on my phone ready to go. Okay. But my preference is to say, if you got a minute, hold on a second. I want you to talk to my partner that knows more about it. Okay. Cause I'm just, referring people and I want you to talk to somebody. All right. And I say, hold on. And I click on the phone and I call Arlene. Right. So I'll get Arlene on the phone. I'm like, hey, Arlene, you there?
I am.
Hey, Arlene, listen, I'm talking to my good friend, Jennifer. Okay. Jenny or Jennifer. How you want to say it?
Does not matter.
Okay. I like Jennifer. So I'll say Jennifer. Now, talking to my good friend, Jennifer, right? She's a young, powerful woman. Okay. I've known her for a little bit. Okay. We were just chit-chatting today and she asked me what I'm doing. I told her, hey, I'm doing this thing on the side. It's not taking too much of my time. Just kind of like I'm really excited about it. And she asked me, what am I selling? And I was like, I'm not selling anything. I'm referring people to the company. And, but anyway, could you do me a favor and kind of just give her some insight on what we do and what we're doing here in this area that we're expanding in? And Jenny, Arlene is my senior business partner. She is the person that introduced me to me and is basically transforming my whole life based on the stuff that I'm doing. Check it out. She's really awesome.
Well, thank you, Sock, for those kind compliments. I appreciate that. It's amazing working with you too. And Jennifer, very nice to meet you. Oh my goodness. So where are you located?
In Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Oh my goodness. I used to live in Pennsylvania, so I know what it's like to freeze your tush off at night in the winter. So, okay, let's get to the point because I know that your time is valuable. Do you want me to continue, Sock, or is that about?
That's cool. All right. So.
Lost you.
You're muted.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So I'm muted. All right. So, that's about it. Right. So did you notice what I did? I stepped away and I just shut up. Right. Okay. Do not feel the need to validate anything that she says or anything else. At that point, after I did the introduction, I am no longer on this call as far as I'm concerned, right? Until my name comes up again, somebody says, hey, Socrates or whatever, I don't talk anymore.
And when I ask for you, yeah.
Yeah, okay. because at that point, it's just, you know, you've pulled yourself away from that. Right now, it's you and Jenny, you know, and that's it. Right. And I was just,
It sounds like she's ready to get started. So, you know, give
right.
her what she needs and get her going.
Exactly. So in my case,
Always assume that they are ready.
yes. So when I'm done, and she's given her the full overview of the company, right? I just look at you, Jenny, and I'm like, so what'd you like best? She's like, oh man, you know, she's going to tell me, okay, so Jenny, what'd you like best?
Well, I didn't get the overview of the company.
Okay, imagine you did, because you know it. Okay, so we're not going to go through it. What did you like best in the beginning?
Our family's very green to begin with, so the green cleaning stuff.
Cool. Well, there you go. So, you know, this company's not, and this is what I typically say, this company didn't just jump on board with that. They've been doing it for 30 years. So they've been green, you know, before it was even cool. So it sounds to me like you're ready to get going. The person that talks loses at that point. Okay. All right. It sounds to me like you're ready to get going. All right. It sounds to me like you're ready to get going. I don't say it sounds to me like you're ready to get going. Do you see the inflection?
Mm-hmm.
No, it sounds to me like you're ready to get going. You know, I'm telling her it sounds to me like she's ready to get going. I'm letting her know that it's okay for her to get going. Right? I'm not asking her, is it really okay for you to get going? Or, you know, are you ready to start off with us? Are you ready to sign up? Are you ready? You know, I'm not using none of that stuff that's like the triggers, salesy, slimy type of things. You know,
When they say yes, don't go, really?
and that's the other one. Okay. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like we had that happen recently, right? When we talked to somebody, somebody's like, oh, I'm totally up for it. And they're like, really? Are you serious? You know, I'm like, shut up. You know? So yeah, don't. And once they say yes, say, okay, hold on a second. Let me go ahead. And always ask permission. Do we have time right now? Do you have time right now? It takes about 4 minutes for us to do it. Or would you prefer me to do it with you, you know, or do it for you, or you want to do it on the phone for right now? However it is that you feel comfortable for doing it. I think you should just call the 1-800 number. You should have it, you know, dialed on your phone. Call them up. It takes 8 minutes to do it. Okay. And when I call the 800 number, if you're new, I just let them know that I have not explained the 35-point reorder. Okay. And could they please do it because they do it best and I'm new in the company. Right. So I tell them, hey, Lucas, I'm a new partner from Melaleuca and I'm still struggling with explaining the premium membership. That's what I say. I still do that even today. You know, I call them up. I say, look, I'm still pretty new with the Melaleuca. I love the way you guys explain the premium membership. Could you do that for Jenny for me so that I don't mess it up? And they will. They'll say, sure. So hold on a second. Okay. And they go, Jenny, listen, premium membership means that, you know, it takes 35 points for you to stay active. Now, you know, we have to pick a pack so that in case life happens, they'll explain to her, you know, in case life happens, you'll always remain an active member. Now, can you repeat that for us? And then Jenny has to repeat it. She has to say, yeah, okay, I understand it, that there's a 35-point premium membership commitment, and if I forget to place that order, that Melaleuca will send it out to me at the end of the month. Okay, that's all it is. So I love to interact with customer service as much as possible because it really shows how lovely and amazing those people are. Because anybody who's enrolled anybody can attest to the fact that they're awesome. And at the end of the call, just having them say, well, welcome to Melaleuca, yay! They always do that. It's great. I love that. When they did it to me for the first time, I was like, wow, I got a warm and fuzzy, right? And I was like, wow, that's really awesome. So I love it when they do that. Keep that in mind. So that was an example. Another example, Jenny, would be, for instance, if somebody that you know already knows that you're working in the company, and they may ask you about, well, how's it going? Are you making any money? Right? And then if they ask you that, you can simply say, well, how open are you? How open are you doing something from home? And just shut up. You know, well, you know, I kind of, you know, it's kind of why I'm reaching out to you. you know, to see if it's worth, you know, if it's really working for you. And you could say, well, I'm really just, you know, I really just started. I'm seeing some really great growth, and our team is amazing. All the training is provided, right? Because I hit all the points that people want to know. Is there training? Is the team, you know, is it a good environment? And is it a scam, right? So, well, I just got started. The team is amazing, and I'm having great training. He says, you know what? Let me get my partner on my mentor at this time, because now it's a different situation, right? Let me get my mentor on the phone. He can explain to you exactly how the business works. And then you do the same thing. Hey, Arlene, how you doing? I got Jenny on the phone. Listen, Jenny and I go back a little ways. She reached out to me, and I think, you know, she'd make a great business partner in addition to our team. I thought maybe, you know, you can possibly share with her how this works and how maybe we get paid and stuff like that. And Jenny, listen, Arlene's an incredible leader with the company. She's had growth like nobody else, and, you know, we'd be, you know, under her team, learning from her specifically all the steps that it takes so we can succeed without having to reinvent the wheel, you know. So Arlene, this is Jenny. And again, so at that point, you know, Arlene would go into the spiel, but from a business perspective. Okay. And she would tell her exactly, well, this is what happens here. You know, this company is not a multi-level marketing company. It's a direct sales company. This is a company that, you know, when 96% of the people that use the product continue to use the product. Of course, they can't say 100% because life happens. Some people die, you know, some people just drop off because the way things are, you know, but for the most part, if somebody tries the shampoo, they love the shampoo. Somebody tries the toilet bowl cleaner, they love it. You know, I've yet to see somebody saying, well, I don't like the toothbrush the toothpaste or something like that. You know, I love the laundry detergent. It's amazing. I mean, it's great. Look, you know what else I love? I love these Melosoft sheets. You know, they're right here. I mean, literally. I mean, this is. I use this stuff all the time. Okay. Oh, if you guys haven't done this stuff, my daughters love this. Hold on. The Simply Fit. Okay, the Simply Fit. They're protein chips. Okay, in a barbecue flavor. They have a couple flavors. I just wanted to try it because I wanted them to, instead of having like Cheetos or things like that, I wanted to have this in the house. It's organic, non-GMO, wholesome veggie chips. Amazing. 10 grams of protein in that little box. 110 grams. 110 calories. This is great. Check it out. You see that? No GMOs, no whatever, no this, no animal, totally vegan. Boom. Amazing, right? Me, especially for me, coming from a company that's what they swore they were the only companies doing that. Now I'm in a company that's got this kind of stuff, snacks that my girls like, you know. So that's easy. That's a no-brainer for me, because I was going to buy stuff like that anyway. I would have gone to Whole Foods to get stuff like that. Right now I can get it here. Mind blown, right? So for me, that's the cool part. For me also, and you guys might have seen this on my Facebook posts that I posted about the marketplace. Did you see everybody commenting on that? They lost their minds. They're like you're like REI, right? I'm like, well, REI is not one of them, but guess what? Anything you can buy REI, you can get there, because we got Sports Authority, we got everything. It's all there. It all comes up. So if you needed a fishing pole and you know exactly what fishing pole you want, you can put in the name of the fishing pole and it'll come out on there. You know, like my buddy that put in the name of that hoity-toity, like Eros or whatever, that outfit. Everything that company made is all like $3,000, $4,000, $8,000 for a dress, right? So yeah, Peter is a lawyer. He makes a lot of money. But the point is that he put that name out there. I put it into the Melaleuca site, and it all came out. Guess who was selling it? Saks Fifth Avenue. Guess how much money we get back at Saks Fifth Avenue? 2.25%. So you buy a $4,000 dress, you're getting 2.25% back. That's not bad. If somebody can do the math, what is that? It's $80, $88. Okay. That's not bad. I'll take that back, right? That's a nice, for Peter, that could be a couple of good cigars. You know, so that's super huge. So don't leave money on the table. You know, I put the story about the guy that's the Home Depot guy. He spends $200,000 a year in Home Depot. Home Depot pays 3% back. That means $6,000 in his back and in his pocket at the end of the year because he bought for, you know, he's still, you know, he the same way he normally buys. He calls Home Depot, or he goes on the site, he buys the stuff, and he picks it up at the Home Depot. He's not doing anything different. He's not doing anything different except that he's making $6,000 back at the end of the year. He was stoked. He's like, I can go skiing on that with that. Okay, great. So that stuff is valuable stuff. You know, valuable, powerful stuff. I still haven't had anybody to buy a home alarm system or anything like that. But I think Arlene had somebody actually that jumped on the LifeLock, right? And they got that stuff. So, you know, LifeLock's on there. Credit card services are on there. Insurance services are on there. A lot of stuff is on there. Arlene was at a store the other day, Chuck E. Cheese, and she pulled out the app because they had a discount for the Chuck E. Cheese. And the lady was like, well, I've never seen that before. She got the girl on the phone with me. She was like, oh, really? Well, how open are you doing something inside that won't interfere with what you're currently doing? You got that? You see how that comes out of my mouth? Guess how many times I've done that? I've said that. Probably millions. All right? How open are you to doing something on the side that won't currently interfere with what you're currently doing? You have to practice it. You have to say it. You know, how open are you to doing something that won't interfere with what you're currently doing? How open are you to doing something? How open are you? 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 You know, out of 10 people, nobody wants to be closed to anything. Oh, how open are you to making money? Oh, not me, man. I'm totally happy with what I got. I got that yesterday. I got it yesterday. I was at the Whole Foods. The guy that's doing the sampling of the wine, which I bought, by the way, it was really great wine. This guy was a great salesman. All right. The guy, I was like, dude, you're an amazing salesman. How open are you doing something aside that won't currently interfere with what you're currently doing? He's like, man, I work 4 hours a week. I travel all over the world. They pay for everything. He's like, I have all the time I want. I said, I'm very happy. I was like, what do I sign up? I almost no, it was funny because, you know, then I still got his number. And now I'm going to turn him into a customer. Right? Because, yeah, he may not be a person that's going to work the company, but he's health conscious. He lost 100 pounds last year. So that means all I got to do now is say, hey, listen, you cleaned up your body, but let's clean up your house. You know, what good is it to clean up the body if you're not going to clean up the house? Right? So that's going to be that's a non-issue getting him as a customer. Right? I know he makes money. I know he's got a job. I know he's happy. I know he's health conscious. He's giving me everything about him. And in this bottle, it cost me $10 to find out everything about that guy. $10 to find everything about that guy, and he's a perfect customer. He's not going to be the guy that his credit card is going to fail. Right at the end, at the end of the month when his thing goes through, he's not going to be that guy. He's not going to be that guy that's going to try the stuff and then say, I don't want to do this anymore. Because guess what? He travels. So when this guy travels, he comes back home. Does he want to go to Walmart or Whole Foods to buy stuff? No. If he can have it there waiting for him, even the better. He's still going to have to get food and stuff, but that's not, that's neither here nor there. He's still going to have to go out for that stuff, right? So some pretty good examples. What is there another? Let me unmute anybody else to see if anybody else has unmute. So everybody's unmuted right now. Does anybody have any specific things that they want me to address? Like maybe somebody asked you a question that you felt like you were overwhelmed with that I could respond to.
Hey, Sock, this is Kathy. I don't have phone numbers, so I do a text message. I use Messenger and I do a text, and I do a small intro, just hi, how you doing? I'm doing this part-time thing and just want to share it with you. And they'll respond back like, what are you selling? And I don't want to continually text back and forth. I mean, to me, that's ridiculous. I do want, their number, And then when I get their number, they're like, they're like, here's my number, but I'll call you, and I just, I don't know. I mean, I do actually say, can you please give me a time and, day, the best time that we can chat? And I don't get any response. So I don't know, whether they're afraid or, I'm losing them.
Okay, so you're doing good. So you're getting past the introduction. You're getting them where they're curious. You're getting them to actually give you a number, and the part that you're failing is actually setting up the appointment.
Right, because time is valuable to me. I'm a single parent, and I have a lot of things going on, and I don't want to miss out on something. I mean, it's just like you said before, we should be professional at what we're doing. So everything we say and do is a reflection of ourselves, of course, but it's going to be a reflection of the company. So I don't want to, be like, call me, at midnight, or call me, when you're in your pajamas. No, I'm not like that. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I guess I'm just trying to, even what happened to me today is I finally got a text after a couple of days, and she goes, "Hi, Kathy, here's my number." So I actually called, but she didn't answer. Of course, I leave a message and I do a text, but I don't want to be, over imposing.
No, okay. Right. I got you. So let me stop you right there for a second. So that's good. The two different things. All right. So number one, they give you the number, you texted them or whatever afterwards, and let me know when you're available, and you don't hear back from them. Okay. So it's a three-step process. Step number one is
first initial contact.
First initial contact, right? Where you're like, you basically say, "Hey, remember, this is Brandy, and we talked via Facebook. You gave me your number. I'm just reaching out because it's important for me to make sure that you get all the information that you asked for. Please let me know what time works best for you. If maybe evening, give them 2 times. Don't say maybe sometime after 5 p.m. Don't say maybe sometime after 5 p.m. That's too much work for somebody. Say maybe 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. tonight might work. 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. 6:30. Always give them a couple of different times, choices for them to pick. And says, if tonight doesn't work, tomorrow, and then give them 2 opposite times. So that maybe tomorrow, I got some open times here at right around lunch, so 12 and 12:30, and also after 5 as well. So I've got 6:15 are available. So just let me know, and I'll follow up with you at a later date. Okay. So that's how you would follow. That's how you would handle that, and then you wait 24 hours, exactly 24 hours. If you don't hear back from them in 24 hours, you send a second message, okay, or you leave a second voicemail where it says something along the lines of, "Hey, Karen, how are you? This is Brandy. I sent a text message yesterday, or I left a message about our initial call a few days ago, and I just wanted to touch base with you again to see if I got lost. I know you're busy. Life happens, and we get caught up with a bunch of email. At least I know I do. I get hundreds of text messages and phone calls. I just wanted to touch base so that you don't feel that I'm not following up and you're not important to me. You see what I just did there?
Yeah.
Okay. Make them understand that they are important to you, and that's why you're calling them, because they are important to you. Okay, and then say, so I'll follow up again with you, and if you're not interested in knowing any more stuff, just shoot me a quick text message so I can so I can go ahead and know what's going on or whatever. That's it. Okay, and then you wait another 40. Now you wait 48 hours, which is 2 days, right? So you had the first initial contact, then you waited 24 hours. And then you called them on the second contact, and now you wait 48 hours. So 2 full days, now you wait. So on this last call is, you're going to have to strap on your ovaries for this one, okay? Because this is the one that's the hardest one for you to learn how to do, because it may sound to you like you're being rude, but you're not being rude at all. This is all about posture, right? This is your business, okay? And they need to understand that it's your business. So what you're going to do is on that last call, you're going to be like, Hey, Karen, how you doing? This is Brandy. Listen, I've called you a couple of times over the last week. I just wanted you to know that no hard feelings. I really wanted to for you to be a part of this thing. It's so amazing in my life right now, and it's sad that I can't have you or share with you this thing. However that feels for you. You have to figure out the words that work for you, but you need to let them know that that you are there's a point in you that's dissatisfied that you weren't able to share with her that's so amazing in your life right now, and that you will be taking her off the list because you don't want to you obviously don't want to bother her anymore, and you're really too busy right now to continuously call people that are not interested. Okay. And you need to say it like that. So say, so Karen, this is Brandy. I called you a couple of times already over the last week. Listen, I'm sorry that we haven't been able to connect. Things are just really hectic for me as well. The team is growing really fast and rapidly, and I wanted you to be a part of it since you're so powerful, or you're a powerful woman or a powerful man or whatever. So listen, just want to let you know I'm taking you off the list. I won't be calling you back. I wish you the best moving forward. No hard feelings. Okay, I'm not mad or anything like that. I just want to let you know that I cared and I tried. So I wish you the best, and hang up. Okay.
Okay.
That's the one.
I mean, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the first part of the choices, because I think I was giving them, the choices, and obviously, like you said, then they're at free liberty to choose whatever day and time.
And we have lives.
Next
we have
2 years,
lives. No, we have lives. We're busy. Life happens. We really.
It goes the same too. I think I struggle with the people that I meet at events. And then I call them back the next day within 24 hours. I follow up with them. I felt like I have a good conversation with them whenever we're at the event. They seem super excited and interested. And then the next day I follow up. I send them the link and the video and that kind of thing. And then try to reach out again the next day. No answer. Maybe I follow up again 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, sometimes a week later, still no answer. And I have a hard time getting on the phone and saying that last phone call. I have done it quite a few times here just lately.
It works, guys. Listen, nobody wants to be taken off a list, right? It's dead serious. Nobody.
I've never done that call. I've just done the definitely the follow up, and then I don't hear anything. But I've never done the last call, like you said.
Yeah,
and I appreciate that, because I'm very, very firm about my time and the day. And if you take up my time, to me, I know what it's like to be a professional, and you take up my time. I mean, that was the essence of my job, was time. I mean, it was beyond belief of I could tell a client I will be there at 2:00, and I was knocking on their door at 2:00. That's how important time is to me.
It's integrity.
So believe me, I don't want to waste people's time. I don't want people to waste my time.
You're right. And that last call is your way of training somebody and teaching somebody what integrity means. Okay. Yeah. And it's not being a jerk. It isn't. Because in no way was I a jerk. I said, look, listen, I care about you, and I really wanted you to be a part of this. This is really happening really fast, and I'm sorry that we didn't connect right now. I'm taking you off the list because I'm really too busy to be calling people that aren't responding back to me. I said, but I wish you the best. Take care, and then hang up. The reason why that works is typically at that point they feel the need to tell you, a reason or an excuse. Okay, that's why that works. They will, hey, my son's leg broke. I had tuberculosis, but now I feel better. I mean, they'll come up with something really amazing to tell you. Okay, but it'll happen. Hey, I was moving my football buddy's the elephant into the dorm, and I'm available now. What's going on? Can we talk tomorrow? And then when you have that conversation, then you're like, oh wow, thank you for reaching out to me. I'm glad we connected. I'm really just so slammed. Listen, I want to make this really brief and quick. let me get my friend Arlene on the phone. Let me get my friend Socrates on the phone. Then you fall back into the script, right? Let me get them on the phone. And then again, Arlene, this is Karen. Karen, this is Arlene. You know, she's my business partner, blah, 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 blah. You know, and then let them do the talking and you pull out of the way. Why does that work again? Because, you know, you were fishing. You weren't hunting. You were fishing. They bit. And now you pull out of the way, and now they feel like it's somebody that's new in the conversation, and that they can get the information that they want. When they're done, you follow, say, hey, what'd you like best? Oh my gosh, this is pretty cool. You know, I just like, you know, I said, I just moved. I'm not really ready to do anything like this right now. I says, well, you know, it sounded to me like, you know, like you're really getting ready to start, and then just kind of be quiet. And then, you know, they say, well, maybe next month or something. I say, well, listen, I'm going to send you all this information over anyway. Okay. Look it over, and then I'll get back to you at next month. Let's say on the 5th. You want me to call you back on the 5th and see how things are in life? Set up an appointment. You know, set up an appointment. Or another great one to do at that point in time, if they're not ready to say, so well, look, listen, you know, we've talked various times. I'm sure you have some friends that are open-minded like you that have the time to do something like this right now. You think you can introduce me to a couple of friends. Ask for a referral. Nothing sells better than a referral.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nothing sells better than a referral. So, and guys, I know this is all not easy, okay? But this is a business, all right? And I'm not asking you to write me a check for $175,000 for this training, okay? This is your investment here is the time in learning and practicing this. That's your franchise fee. Your franchise fee is to say, okay, I know I'm uncomfortable with this, but I need to get out of my own way. I need to get out of the box of comfort, because nothing good ever happens in that box of comfort. Right? Nothing good ever happens there. Right? The good things happen. You see my hand out here? You can't see my hand, right? Right? You know why? Because that's where all the good stuff is happening. Okay? Out here. In here, that's where we're all at. Now, nothing's happening here that's worth anything. Out here, all the magic is happening. That's where you need to be. All right? Then you may not have audio, but when you see this, the recording of this, you'll laugh. Okay? I mean, video. Anybody else?
Okay. I have another question real quickly. So, again, when we have somebody that, you know, we're communicating with via text or by phone. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back to via text, because I don't have phone numbers. But anyhow, with the text now, when at that part where they say, "What are you selling?" or "What are you doing?" You know, do you recommend you had noted the website or the catalog? I mean, the catalog link. Do you recommend that at that time, or just still try to get them?
It depends on how you know these people. If you know them briefly, I would say, look, listen. I said, say, listen, I'm not really selling anything. You know, I'll be totally honest. Say, listen, I'm not really selling anything. I don't have anything to sell you. And like, all I'm doing is representing the company that's expanding in the area. If you'd like, just you know, let's talk for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I can explain it better. And that's it. You know, I really don't like to send the catalogs or anything like that until I've actually talked to them on the phone and pre-qualified them. Okay. I find it not that difficult for somebody to say, all right, I'll listen to you for 2 or 3 minutes. You know, I think that if you send them the catalog first without really knowing the people, like if it's somebody you've known for many, many years, okay, and you have a really good relationship with this person, and they're like, so what are you selling now? And we're like, well, listen, dude, I'm not really selling anything, but check it out. You know, I think that you need to stop buying at Walmart and be my customer, okay? Stop being a dirt. Okay? And they're like, all right, send me the catalog, right? So then I do that, okay? But if it's somebody that's an acquaintance that the person I just met, no, I want to have 2 or 3 minutes with you. So I want you to like me, because people buy from people that they trust, like, and and respect. You know,
Can
you're
I
not
take-
gonna you're not gonna build trust, like, and respect via text by itself. So you know you're gonna have to get them on the phone at some point. Just 3 minutes. Say, hey, look, listen. You know, I'm not really selling anything. I'm just representing the company expanding to the area. But give me 3 minutes on the phone so I can really explain to you. You know, that's not like because text is just you know there's some emotional that's lost here. You know, I feel like I can't really you know and that's it.
Yeah,
share-
I'm just
share
kind of
what
running
I-
into that a lot.
Yeah. I remember, this is not like, again, going back to the comfort zone thing. Just try it. Try it a couple of times. I mean, you know, when Jessica started off, okay, she was like that. You know, she really was. And then she just, you know, she was like, well, gosh darn it, I know this guy's doing it. He can't be any better than me. I know for a fact I'm smarter than this guy. You know, okay. And heck, there's some people that are making so much money here that I know that you're all way smarter than. Okay, all right, I know for a fact, and yet it's just they're simplifying everything. Everything that these people are doing is so simple, and we're just trying to make it so hard, and I just don't understand why we have to feel like we need to make it so difficult.
Doc, should I share the the little lady I met off a Facebook group yesterday that I got you on a call with?
Sure. Yeah, I want to give him 5 more minutes, and we're canceling the call. But let's share that.
Okay, so I Facebook troll at least one time a day and look on different selling groups and mommies groups. We have these mom groups, and people aren't really allowed to post stuff for sale in there, but they can post recommendations and questions and job hunts and things like that. There was this one girl who was like, you know, anybody interested in babysitting? I can babysit these weekends, blah blah blah. I clicked on her name and looked on her Facebook wall, saw that she was possibly Hispanic speaking, saw that she had pretty good quality posts, nothing negative. She seemed to have some hustle. And I went back to the moms group and scrolled down a little bit further. And then I saw she had posted kind of the same post a couple days prior. I'm like, you know what? Maybe she does need some extra money. So I actually personally messaged her and said, hey, Francesca, my name's Arlene. I just noticed that you were in the moms group requesting babysitting, and kudos to you. I think it's amazing that you're doing that, and you seem like a great gal, and I just wanted to tell you that. So I gave her a compliment first and then let it go. And then she came to me and she was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I love to babysit. You know, let me know. And I was like, well, you know, the reason I thought of you is because actually you seem like you have some hustle to you. And I wondered if you'd be open to an extra side gig that wouldn't interfere with what you're already doing with babysitting. And I left it at that. And then she came back and was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. Tell me more. And I said, well, great. I'm actually heading out the door right now, which I wasn't, but I was.
Yeah, see, guys, this is important because it's creating. Tell them why.
I mean, I think I might have been heading out the door for dinner, but I could have taken 15 minutes to call her, but I didn't want to at the moment. And I said, I'm actually heading out the door right now soon, but I can call you in about, an hour. Does that work for you? And she was like, okay, sure. Actually, the way I probably phrased it was more like, be happy to share more with you over the phone. If you want to shoot me your number, I'm heading out the door now. I can talk in an hour. That's typically how I do it. I let them know I'm leaving now, but shoot me your number. Here's a time I'm free. And I did that again today with somebody else, and it worked. The woman gave me her number right away. And so and these are complete strangers, like, just after chatting 3 or 4 times back, I'm learning to get to the point, of what I'm, hey, I thought of you. You seem like you might be interested in this. So when I got her on the phone, I said, listen, I chit-chatted a little bit, and then I said, I would really like for you to hear more from my friend and my business partner, Socrates. He's actually also bilingual, and he speaks Spanish. So, and she's like, well, what is this like about, really? And I was like, well, I just thought about you for being if you're open, just check it out. No pressure. Just see if this is something you could add an extra check to your month with. So she was on a call for quite a while with us last night and asked a lot of questions. So that's just one example of really, reaching out to somebody publicly on Facebook, and it can be done like that. I was in Sam's Club tonight, and I'll just share this one really quick. I was actually leaving with my kids. I was with my mother-in-law. I never shop in Sam's, but I was in there with her, and I was leaving. And I saw this one young girl standing there by herself. She had the Sam's thing on, so she worked there. And she was by herself. No one was around, and so I stopped and I was like, I forget what I asked her. I asked her, I'm curious, do you know who I can talk to about the people who set up? There is a guy I spoke to before in my other business with setting up vendor events here to have a vendor table here in Sam's. And she's like, I'm not really sure. Probably over customer service. I'm like, okay, great. I'll go talk to them. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, so what do you do? And I was like, well, do you like what you're... No, actually, she didn't ask me what I did right away. Come think of it, she didn't. But I did say, do you like working here? And she's like, actually, I'm brand new. I'm just here a week, so I really don't know much about anything in here. I'm just here with electronics. Oh, great. You're here a week, huh? And so I was like, let me ask you, are you open to an extra side thing to bring in an extra check in your month? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I actually just had a baby. I have a newborn. He's 4 months old. And I have a call booked with her tomorrow at 12 o'clock, 12:15. She's going to watch the video at 12 o'clock. I'm calling her at 12:15. So, that conversation in a way that sometimes you just can bring the conversation around to what you want it to be. If you ask a question, like, even if you see somebody that you want to share this with, be like, you can randomly say something like, do you know which direction the bathrooms are at, or just ask them a question, or say something,
Yeah.
There were two people also in Sam's pushing this giant cart full of stuff. They look like business people. And I was like, wow, looks like you guys are loaded down. You really got the deals tonight, And they stopped and they chatted with me. They laughed. And I was like, you really like shopping here? And they both said no. I was like, really? I was like, I never shop here either. I'm with my mother-in-law. I was like, I honestly haven't stepped into a Walmart or a Sam's in like 6 months because I shop online at this amazing club. And so, I chatted with them a little bit. They asked me questions about it. I didn't get their phone number, but, so it's for some people and it's not, it's apple pie, right? But bottom line is, you can strike up those kinds of conversations just by being maybe like a goofy phrase about, wow, check it out. That there's a guy going by with a big old cart who's a stalker, wow, check out the muscles, and then, and they stop and they smile and go, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you like doing this kind of work? It's just say something like that, and
another great way of doing it, Karen, is choose a genre of person, right? Say, you know what, next week I'm going to talk to just waiters and waitresses, and perfect that, say, hey, you seem like you're just one of the best, waiters or waitresses here at this place. Oh, wow, thanks. That was great. How long you been doing this? Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, 10 years, well, is this something you're going to do for a long time? Maybe, maybe not. Whatever they say to you, you're trying to just get to the point where it's like, what to say to them. Well, how open are you doing something on the side? Since I typically don't do this, but I'm going to ask you, how open are you to doing something on the side that won't interfere with what you're currently doing? And the waiter or waitress will usually say, I'm pretty open, or they might tell you, well, I'm pretty busy, but I try to keep my options open, that's somebody who's, that statement is somebody who's not really motivated to do anything, but, is curious enough to hear what you have to say. All right. And at that point, what you do is you just get their number, right? You should have, who signed you up, Karen? Karen? Was it Karen or Kathy? Who's talking about that right now?
Oh, I'm Kathy.
Okay, Kathy. You have the V card, right?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, I don't use it.
Okay, because the V card is good if you're at a restaurant, because you're kind of like they feel like you're trying to protect their job. When you tell them when you're like, hey, let me go ahead and send you my digital card. So we could talk about this a later day, because the fact is that I don't want to get you in trouble here at work. No, it's okay. Nobody cares. It's like, no, I wouldn't want you talking to somebody else if I was the owner of the business. So let me go ahead and give you my card. What's your number? Send them the card, and now you end up with their number, right? So that's a good way to follow up with them. And then when you call them up, say, hey, this is Kathy. We just met at the restaurant. I just wanted to follow up. Since you had told me you were open-minded about this thing here. They're like, oh, what is it? Tell me more about it. It says, well, look, listen, let me get my business partner on the phone. His name is Socrates. Great guy. He's the one that got me started. He'll explain everything to you. Do you have a few minutes right now? Yeah, sure. And then just call me, Kat, and let me handle it from there. But focus on one individual. It might be teachers. It could be waiters and waitresses. It could be the mailmen, that are coming into the neighborhood. So I'm gonna work only on the mail people. You're only gonna work on the UPS people. If you see a lot of UPS people in your neighborhood, just pick one genre of person and become an expert at talking to those people. And then move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, like that. Again, it's stretching your limits, but it's doing two things. Number one, it's getting you out and having you converse with people a little bit differently. And number two, you're building up your network. Your network is going to be your net worth, period. All right. It doesn't really take a lot to make money here in this company. You bring 20 people into this company, and the rest is going to handle by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I honestly don't feel I have a problem approaching people. I don't feel I have a problem giving people compliments. I don't feel I have a problem, starting conversations. Not in bragging, but that's all I did, for 20 years at my job, talk, know. Yeah. My supervisor even said, I'm not worried about you guys. If, you could talk somebody to death, So, I was a counselor, so, talking is my job. Talking is my life. Okay. I can talk. I can give compliments. I can, but I guess it's just, like you mentioned, it's not the selling part. It's just, getting people curious and the follow through. I hate the rejections. I have to admit that, when they say, no, or, they come up with their reasons, I can't. No, I don't have enough money, and then later I see them, vacationing or shopping, and it's like, I just kind of throw my hands up in the air, it's like, and I don't know whether it's just, I remember you telling me this before, just kind of, not to rule out anyone, but, it is looking at, and it's not trolling per se, but it is looking at a person, because I used to share this with my brother. I said, you got to look at people. You want to sell this product and, and make money off of it. But you got to look at who's, number one, is this person going to be receptive, to it? Yeah. Because like I said, I get this, I don't have any money, kind of stuff. They can't even afford $1. So are they lying to me or, I don't know. And I'm talking about, these are relatives. These are people that I've known for a long, long time. And then they burn me in my face, or whether they're just used to me paying for everything and they want everything free. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. No, that's something but don't judge nobody. Just don't judge them.
No, I'm not.
Humans
I'm not.
are humans.
It's just reality.
Yeah.
It's just reality. And, the rejections are going to come. It just, like somebody said before, and I loved what their statement was, rejection just fuels me. I'm going to, because life is not all about no's. You're going to get the yeses. Just like as much as you keep saying over and over again, you can make money, you can make money, you can make money with this company. It is finding those people, that's going to say yes. And, we do that finite job of persuading them or convincing them or letting them believe in us and like us enough to go, okay, I'll do it. Because I mean, I see people, I have these people right in front of me, and it's just like, gosh, they would be fantastic. They would just be fantastic. And they don't even want to give me a chance. It's like, oh, what happened here? I mean, I know what you mean, don't judge. But when they say I'm too busy, but you see pictures on their Facebook that they're vacationing or shopping or, eating out at restaurants, and they tell you they can't afford $1 to join. I mean, it's just, it's just my little pet peeve.
Yeah, well, I get that. Hey, listen, this is not unique to you. It happens to me too. Yeah. See, there's 300 million Americans. Okay.
Yeah.
And I just apple pie. It's apple pie.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you start becoming unmesswithable, and you like just keep asking, just ask the next person, and ask the next person, ask the next person.
And you just get better and better and better at your approach and tweaking it. And Kathy, maybe you need to be braver and ask for their phone numbers.
Well,
no, I do. I get phone numbers. I think what's happening is I wasn't giving them, my response back, and like Sock was saying. I'll call you on this date and this time. Yes. I was leaving it open. I was being this super, sweet person and going, hi, how are you? You're so beautiful. And, oh, this and that is so lovely. You have perfect kids, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I know how to do all that stuff. I know how to talk.
Right.
But when it came down, I was giving them, call me when it's convenient for you. They could call me,
exactly.
next year.
Yeah. No.
That's
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no.
And the stuff about follow through, I've never done that. I've never done the follow through in terms of, I haven't heard from you, and I'm sorry that, I have to take you off of my list. I'm really, I have just this sad part of my heart that you won't be, you won't be able to experience what I think is just awesome, and move on. I've not done that.
And then wish him, wish him the best. Don't forget to wish him the best. You have to do that. Take it off the list and wish him the best. That's it.
Yeah, all I do is like I said, it's the own relative that told me just last week. I was really counting on two relatives. They're like really, really excited, and then it comes payday. I can't afford it. Really? But then I see them vacationing and, doing all this, stuff that costs money.
Don't judge. You're judging. No, apple pie.
But see, the follow through is I haven't gone back to those relatives and go, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm going to take you off my list now. I haven't told them that. So this is
the great approach. Listen, if you see them vacationing, say, and the way you follow up with them is to say, hey, I just saw you. You guys are having a great time. Just wanted to touch base with you and tell you that I'm available. I'm available to get you guys going here. Since I see now that you're ready to go. Just tell them like that. I just saw you vacationing, and now I know you're ready to go. So let's do this.
They're probably wanting things free. There's just people that want everything free. Yeah, honestly.
It's a mindset. Yeah. But that's your job. Your job is to retrain them. And listen, the prophet is never accepted in his own town. Okay? Remember that. The prophet is never accepted in his hometown.
Kidding me? I have now blocked my mom and 3 sisters off of some of my posts because all they're is giving me smack whenever they see me posting something about business stuff, and I'm tired. So I'm not waiting around for my family to be my customer. There's still thousands of people in the ocean.
Yeah, but on my part, then they want all the benefits. Like when they see I have this wonderful, hair products. Like, what are you doing who did your hair? I didn't do anything to my hair. This is, this is Melaleuca.
Oh,
you know?
I got a great idea. I got a great idea for you. You ready? This is what you're gonna do. Hey, let's do say, oh yeah, I've got a new hairdresser. You want to talk to him? They're like, yeah. I say, yeah, let me get him on the phone for you real quick. His name is Socrates. Hey, Soc. Yeah, my sister loves my hair. My sister loves my hair. Can you tell her more about it? And I'll be like, hey, wow, you have no idea. And I'll run like that. Listen, let me tell you something. We've been making this shampoo for 30 years. 30 years.
Like Kathy's hair was like before.
We make the shampoo. We distribute the shampoo. We keep 70% of the profits. And you know what we do with that? We give it back to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, my sister's hair looks great. And then she's like, yeah, listen, of course I'm gonna have to listen to all the stuff about them, right? Oh, my sister's hair looks great. And after I get them talking like that, I was like, okay, great. Then tell you what, let's go ahead and let's make this call real quick. All right. And get you your own shampoo. Are you okay with that? Okay. Yeah. And that's it. So you have to play with these people. If they're gonna be like that, then okay, great. Oh yeah, let me get you my hairdresser on the phone. Come on, think outside the box, Kat.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope that helped. Did that help at all?
Oh yeah, definitely. I now have a strategy. Following the steps there. Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely. All right, guys. Listen, we're almost an hour and a half into this one. I love you guys. And I hope that you got some value out of it. Remember, are you open to, could you be my customer? And shut up. And then the final one is, it looks like you're ready to get going. It sounds to me like you're ready to get started. Okay. That's the other one. And then just shut up. Okay. And then when they say, yep, let's go. Don't be like, oh my God. And like drop your phone on the floor and get scared. Be like, perfect. Let me just get my friend here on the phone. You're going to love the way they treat you. And you'll be like, hey, Jeanette, how you doing? This is Kathy. I got my good friend Arlene on the phone. I'd like to do this rapid thingamajiggy thing we do here. And then she's going to be like, oh, yeah, express enrollment. I'm like, yeah, I don't even know the name. I just know that it's awesome. You guys are great. And then they're going to be like, hey, welcome. Listen, tell me your name. And it's like, okay, it's Arlene Booth and Socrates Zayas, and we're on the phone. It's like, okay, well, we're going to take down the stuff to make sure that we get the order right and turn you into a premium. Listen, before we get going, do me a favor there, Julie. Could you when it gets to the point about the premium membership, could you do me the favor, express it to Arlene, because I'm still kind of new and, I don't want to, I get tongue tied around that stuff. Could you do that for me? Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah, that's great. Socrates, no problem. Okay, great. And Arlene really wants to make some money. So let's put her at a category 2. Okay. Because she really wants to make some money. So we're going to make a category 2. And that's it. And by the way, in the backup, just make it 2. Just put everything 2. All right. Go ahead. I'm shutting up now. And that's it. You see, so I've only done that like 18 or 19 times, right? But I just try to make it as fun as possible, get the people on the other line excited about it as well, and then Arlene is seeing this interaction between me and this person that sounds like I've known them for years when I just met this lady on the phone, but they're paid to be as adorable and as cute and lovely as they possibly can on that phone, and it works. So keep that in mind, all right? Use those tools to your benefit, all right?
Awesome. Thanks, Soc.
All right, guys.
Thank
Lots of
you.
love.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good night, guys.